That's what I was always running after. And basically, I put a pause button on all my dreams for years, which is not good for your mental health,
No, it's
apparently. So when I finally let that go, I had all of them show up at once. It's a pretty fucking wild ride. The whole aspect of death in my life is usually at the bottom of all that is a self-hatred, which I've had for years after that event that I had with my mom.
Do you think you've gotten rid of that?
No.
It's still very much there, or is it diminished at least?
It is being sewn together, I think, by two things. My daughter's helping me heal that because she's about to go through the 13s and the teens. So my whole mindset is I don't want her to repeat what I had to go through. So I'm being present. I'm doing everything I can for whatever generational curses I had with me to be chained to me and to be drowned with me when I leave and not be passed on to her. So that's one aspect of it.
Like mentalities on life kind of thing? Or?
Yeah, like being present, being positive about shit, not being paranoid all the time. I'm changing some of that aspects, focusing on her education, putting her into like sports and like figuring her life out in a better way, and cutting out alcohol, which has been a ginormous weight on my family for generations.
Congrats on that. What are you, 5, 6 years out?
5 years.
That's awesome.
Shout out to my sponsor, Randy, lead singer of Lamb of God, is my sponsor.
Shout out Randy.
Randy is the best fucking sponsor in the world. He's talked me down so many times. I know sobriety is not for everybody. Like I get it. Like drinking, fuck, I remember it, man. I wasn't a drinker that would drink like, hey, let's have some whiskey. Right. And I was like, hey, it was a good talk to you. Go to my house and drink like a 12-pack or maybe half a bottle of mezcal and just go into the sleep, the dreamless sleep stage was my favorite thing to go into.
Dreamless sleep stage.
Drunk sleep is no dreams. That's what I was always running after. And basically, I put a pause button on all my dreams for years, which is not good for your mental health, apparently. So when I finally let that go, I had all of them show up at once. It's a pretty fucking wild ride. The whole aspect of death in my life is you can have many deaths in one life. People think it's like a destination. It's not. What's the only eternal thing you can experience in this simulation that we're in? Now. It's always going to be now.
Right. Presence.
So that's one. How many times can you die in one lifetime? Shit ton. Dude, I've reinvented myself like 4 times already. And it's not easy. Death shouldn't be something you fear. It shouldn't be. You want to meet it on your own terms. You know, you don't want it to show up suddenly. You don't want to walk in traffic or anything, shit like that. But death shouldn't be viewed as a pursuing predator behind you. Death shouldn't be viewed as a destination you're dreading. It should be something next to you.
Next to you.
Yeah, reminding you, you're gonna die. Enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
And how do you enjoy it? Right now, being present, you know? And that's the philosophy behind that. People have taken that and turned it into a whole myriad of shit. Mm-hmm. And I gave a statue that had a drug load inside of it way back when that I found to Sean Ryan. It was empty by then, but I just gave it's a cool souvenir, and I think he shot it with a rifle because a Christian guy he had on said it was demonic. All the alcohol bottles behind it weren't demonic, but that statue specifically was kind of, he said was demonic.
Shot it?
He shot it, which is fine. It's just a fucking statue. Like it doesn't mean anything. But all those alcohol bottles behind the statue were way more costly for people. So I found that interesting. That was kind of separate. There's, in my life, I think, death has been very present in my life. And the more I ran from it, or the more I kind of like try to skirt it or fear it or like look away, the worse it got for me. So once I accepted it, it's funny. The samurais talk about it. Most warrior cultures talk about it. It's something that it's been with us forever. There's always this memento mori, or just realizing that death is essential.
Would you say you fear or don't fear death at this point?
I fear a purposeless life.
A purposeless life. Well, you haven't lived a purposeless life, so I think you're in good shape. But
and through that, I that's how I venerate life.
Interesting.
And there is no life without death, though.
That's right.
So that's
it's the yin and the yang, right?
Yeah. The secret of the yin and the yang is that they're both the same. I think that's my personal, at least, philosophy with these. I look at
a full picture of all the things you've done, though, and the mentality that at one point you had, like, I gotta go out in a ball of lightning and all that.
Yeah.
And yet all the situations you were in where you could have just taken one step to the left and said, I'll let that one hit me. That's badass. You didn't. There's something in
I tried.
The way, you tried, but the way you think about it is you're trying.
Yeah.
But something in you was a survivor too.
Yeah.
Isn't that fascinating that, like, you could think one thing and while actively thinking that, act the other way, and now here you are? Yeah. And you have a daughter, you're a father, like, your life has an importance that is even beyond the stuff you were doing in so many ways.
Yeah. The biggest thing that, like, I talk to people that went through shit all the time. I had a pretty amazing conversation with Eddie Gallagher, for example.
Shout out Eddie.
Eddie is an amazing man. An amazing, you know how I know he's amazing? His family.
His family is awesome. Yeah.
There's no way to fake that.
Yep.
That's how you, that's, and whenever I ask people, like, hey, you want to judge me? Meet my kid and ask her what she thinks about me.
Yep.
Right? With everybody that I've met that gone through some shit, heavy shit, I always compare notes. I was like, hey, how do you deal with it? There's always this sadness in a lot of us. This feeling that we've missed out, or that we are not going to get to have something that we see around us all the time, which is people taking everything for granted, just walking through life, fucking eating whatever they want, fucking doing horrible shit to other people, just being self-centered, fucking just being these narcissistic monsters. And they win in life sometimes, and people like us that actually did something with our lives, that went and fought in battles and wars that were not our own, but that's what we went after. We sacrificed a lot and we didn't come back complete. There is an amputation in violence that happens, and there's a chemical change in violence that happens, and a lot of us don't come back the same. A lot of us do not come back the same. And we expect the worst of the world because we've seen it. So, like, one thing I used to have a lot, still every now and then I get it. I'm in a good place. I'm at peace. I'm in a birthday celebration with these people that I love. And then I'm smelling burnt flesh because I walking into a room where somebody just got fucking burned alive in some horrible place down in my past. So it is like a time tunnel. You go back and forth, and it is difficult to kind of move through. And somewhere in that is the self-hatred that you get from it.
Self-hatred. Because you were there, or
because my issues are affecting people around me, and I'm unbearable. There's something wrong with me. You isolate. You use drugs. You drink. You. There's a bunch of ways we figure out how to self-sabotage. And yeah, you're suicidal one day, and you're like, okay, I'm done with that. I don't want to kill myself. Why are you eating like shit though? Let me get rid of that. Why are you going after all these horrible women? Why are you living that way? You asked me, like, you think I've got rid of this self-destructive thing? I think I'm in a room right now where I've seen how it could be in my life. I met an amazing woman. It's always usually women that kind of pull you out of that shit.
Ain't that funny?
Completely opposite of me. She's horrified about all this. She's horrified.
Yeah.
She's like, all of this. She has put a mirror up to my face. A kind mirror. It's hard to see the realities of who you are and like what I'm known for and all the things that I do. Dude, I'm a nerd, you know? I like going to my house and just reading a book or watching the Lord of the Rings expanded version, you know? I'm not into any of this war fighting shit. I'm not into that. Every now and then I get asked to go to a gun range. Yeah, I like shooting. But I'm not into it, man. I'd rather, I don't know. I'd rather go to the beach and walk my girlfriend's dog there or something. You know, I'm not after any of that. There's a painting behind me, which reminds me of where I'm at. You know, I don't want to go to heaven wherever Maximus wanted to go to, but I've always had this vision, and this vision is of me drowning in a pool of water, holding on to all the chains that I've wrapped myself in throughout my life. And instead of handing them to my daughter, I just hug them with me and I just go into the water. And I think that would be a good ending. A lot of the shit that we think is special or individual to us, like nobody's ever gone through this. Like, look at how fucked I am.
Right.
Like if you go back 1-2 members of your family, it's the same thing, and we're just repeating it over and over again. I came from that, and I just don't want to repeat it anymore. And dude, fresh starts. You can get them. You can get second chances. You can get a new life. And again, death is always present, but you can die a lot of times in life. And I think that's where I'm at. I'm going through another resurrection.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
You know what though? You've clearly made some amazing decisions in your life at multiple points to make a turn in the road.
Yeah.
And I think you deserve a ton of credit for that, because that's a lot of times that's the hardest part, because that you got to get right on the other side of that. It could be something like, you know, you went through alcoholism and came off the other side of that. I'm sure the beginning of that sucked. It's horrible. It's your body's just like fighting back against itself.
You want to die.
Yeah. But like, I think I'm always so amazed by the ability of people, whether it's alcohol or a drug or something like that, to then finally have a moment where they're like, no more. And then they get through that hard part, and then it gets slightly easier. And it's slow, but it's slightly easier because they earn it. And that's the mental fortitude to do that is never lost on me. I think that's awesome. And like, you know, you've gone through so much and so much personal trauma and seen so much shit, like you can never delete that hard drive. But to see you in a place where like you survived all of it, you did a lot of things where you made sure you pulled yourself up to survive on it, which is a great example for everyone, not the least of which is your daughter. And like you have multiple purposes in your life, like being a father and, you know, someone that, like you said, is taking the chains of the things that you've brought up and trying to bury them with you so that it's not passed on. I think that's like, what's a better legacy than that? Thank you guys for watching the episode. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button on the video. They're both a huge, huge help. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram and X, those links are in my description below.